What's up, team? Let's get into a quick review of today's price action, today's action, and then we'll jump into our morning focus list for tomorrow's session and get prepared ahead of time. Now, I already recorded this video, it was going great, things were awesome, and then the microphone cut out. So second time around, that's why I'm peeking over here in the corner, making sure things are great. So weird day in the markets, guys. SPY didn't really move too much. Qs took an initial digger here this morning, but hell of a bounce back to the upside, and it was just kind of really mixed across the board. The headline, of course, today to the downside, Facebook down 2.5%, and good amount of weakness over here in Google as well. So Google kind of taking a tumble as of late, but the real story today, as we all know, Amazon having a hell of a day and becoming the second trillion-dollar company, along with our good friend Apple. So, second trillion-dollar company in history. Apple had a good day as well. Nvidia had a good day. So, pretty mixed around the board, guys. Some strength, some weakness, whole bunch of sloppiness. Now, in terms of tomorrow, what are we looking for? Real quick, let's just recap these gap fill setups. eBay continues to look awesome. Held up great today, despite kind of the weakness and sloppiness in the market. Keep our eye on this setup. New members, head to the members area of the site and check out the gap fill video. So eBay remains on the list. YY also remains on the list. Nice gap fill setup here, guys. And a stock, and a group really, the Chinese stocks, that is just very oversold, has gotten the shit beat out of it. That could have a really nice move. So definitely want to keep our eyes on that. I suggest buying options that have about at least 2 weeks of life to them to, ride that out for potentially really big move. So I like YY, eBay, Twitter. Going to continue to watch AMAT, AMAT. Looking for the breakout there, guys. Plain and simple. And also can't ignore the potential gap fill setup in Netflix. Gap fill setup has been working beautifully for us. Those of us who've been taking it. Super low risk, very high reward, and here's a leading stock presenting us with that setup. That's something we got to keep our eye on. So keep our eye on Netflix going forward, and that's pretty much it for the gap fill setups. I want to touch on one more thing real quick, guys. Tech has kind of been the story as of late. Apple hitting a trillion, Amazon hitting it today, Facebook getting hurt. Let's not lose sight of other sectors. A little bit of bounce going on today in some of the finance names. Definitely want to keep our eye on the financial sector tomorrow. Names like Goldman and Bank of America. Let's not lose sight of them while tech is kind of taking, all the limelight. We've made a killing on these names in the past. I'm looking forward to doing it again. Don't lose sight of that sector, and don't lose sight of energy as well. Very sloppy, but nonetheless, if money does leave tech in a big fashion at some point, it's going to be going somewhere else. And these are two sectors that typically see a nice pop when money is leaving tech. So that's my little spiel on the whole, again, follow the money, big picture sector approach. Now, number one setup for tomorrow, guys. You only need one good setup, and you only got to execute on one good setup to make a killing one day. Facebook. Facebook buyers and sellers are playing ping pong right now. 2 sessions in a row, we have gotten pinned lower. We can't go higher. Clear resistance up here at that 173.90 level. However, the buyers continue to step in down here at that 168.75-ish level. Sorry, guys, I don't got my glasses. But nonetheless, the sellers are beating it out up here, and the buyers are beating them out down here. It's a battle right now. So here you go, guys. You guys like practical trade advice? Here you go. You can either lose a very little bit amount of money, take a small paper cut loss, or get a pretty big ass return on this potential trade. All I'm looking for is a breakout here. Looking for a breakout to the upside above resistance. And here's why this is so, sweet. If it breaks out here, guys, and I take my position, 2 things are going to happen. Or one of 2 things is going to happen. One, the stock is going to take off, do exactly what I'm hoping for. It's going to do its job. I'm counting money. The second thing that could happen is that it breaks out, I take my position, and it ends up falling back and below the resistance. In that situation, I'm taking that off immediately and getting the hell out of there. If I'm going long up here on the breakout and the stock falls back below that level, I'm gone. You're never going to catch me down here. The whole reason we're looking at this trade is for that breakout. If that breakout is gone, guess what? I'm gone as well. So could be a super, super, super sweet move. And we have a position here to put on whatever amount of money you desire. And if executed properly, you're going to take a paper cut loss. Again, you can't bleed to death taking paper cuts. And when you trade with that mentality, you're in a good position. So nice and simple, guys. We got the gap fill setups in eBay, in Twitter, AMAT, YY, as well as the flicks, Netflix. As I mentioned as well, let's keep an eye on the sectors, all of them, not just technology. Again, we need to be following where the institutions are going to catch these powerful moves. The reason Nvidia and Amazon and Apple are going higher really has nothing to do with news or whatever you may think it is. There's a catalyst, but the physical reason that the stocks are going higher is because big money is buying that stock. If they stop buying tech and that's all you're focusing on, you're screwed. Those of you guys who've been with the team for a while, you get this by now. So keep your eye on the other sectors: finance, energy, healthcare. Where's the money going? At some point, it may not be tech. You don't want to get left behind. But while we're on the topic of tech, this setup in Facebook is just super nice. I'm looking forward to executing on it. I really think it's going to present us with the potential for a nice move. Potential for a really nice move. Or hey, you take a paper cut and you're going to forget about it an hour later. On this setup, I suggest buying options that have about 2 weeks of life left until expiration, just to give yourself time, to catch a potential move like an Nvidia. That kind of move can be life-changing. Or, even the move that happens shortly after a Netflix. That can be big. So that's it, guys. Plain and simple. That's our playbook. It is, 7:30 at night right now, Eastern time. And, I know everything I want to do tomorrow. Most of the trades, I know exactly where I would buy them, exactly where I'd get in, exactly where I would get out. This removes a lot of my emotions heading into tomorrow, and it can do the same for you. I know which setups I'm watching. Most of those setups, I know the entry. I know the exit. I'm going to have my chart set up. I'm going to have my notebook, and I'm going to be here and just really prepared to execute without emotion. And again, this is the bigger picture of trading. Find a few go-to setups that work for you, and then just really throw your heart into becoming as good as you can at those given setups. Get better, take your notes, do trade review, get better a little bit every single day, and get bigger in those trades. Options have crazy leverage, guys. When the day comes that you can put $4,000-$5,000 into any one of your go-to trades, it's game over. You're a six-figure earner if you're a consistent trader. It's just simple math. So with that being said, looking forward to tomorrow, guys. And if you haven't, in the past, a lot of you guys have asked me to put together, some shirts, some sweatshirts, things like that. So with that being said, I finally took a few hours today and got that done. So you can head to the site, guys, click the store tab, and got a few t-shirts, some hoodies, some long sleeves, a hat, different colors and all that. And to be transparent, guys, I made it as cheap as possible. This isn't a moneymaker for me. If any of you happen to ever buy a t-shirt, I'm probably making $3.35 is what I think it comes down to. So a lot of you have asked, you've had interest in representing the team. So there you go, guys. Click the store tab. But more importantly, take your notes tonight. Let's get ready to trade, and I'll be back to you guys in the morning.